sung some incredible melodies for Amal Malik. And wherever our collaboration has come out, it's always loved. Salman sir has a very, very big source of guidance for me in my journey. My journey would have been a little more difficult, or maybe difficult, if he wouldn't be there. It's always been my dream to open a hospital where people can get treatment free of the cost. क्या किया है तूने मेरी
First of all, Palak, I'd like to start by saying a thank you for being one of the kindest persons in this universe. Apart from crooning to your music, I keep reading about the things you do for people, generously and silently here and there. Thank you for restoring that faith in humanity. I really love and respect your work. And today we are so glad to have you at ETimes.
Thank you for your kind words.
So, Palak, recently a chapter in school has been dedicated to you. So, did that 6-7-year-old Palak or that teenager Palak ever thought your work is going to be so impactful? How does it feel?
A 6-year-old, 7-year-old Palak would have never thought of it. But I feel happy about the fact that the kids, I've always felt that no matter how much you achieve in life, when you bring a smile on somebody's face and when you know that you are the reason behind that smile, that happiness is unmatchable. And if even one kid, after reading my story, gets inspired and feels the same happiness, I think the purpose will be fulfilled. So I feel truly, truly happy about that.
That's sweet. It's a very generous yet a very tedious task, of raising funds, getting in touch with the doctors, studying about it, being there during the time of the OT. So, what keeps you so motivated and so driven?
I think when I see pain around, there are so many patients who come to me for help, come to my building directly, and they ask for Dr. Palak. They don't even know who I am. They've just heard about my work in my foundation, and sometimes they bring the child in an ambulance and they say that please Palak madam किधर है बच्चे को surgery की ज़रूरत है. So when you have so much pain around, when there are so many people who are dependent on you, the motivation automatically comes. I feel a sense of responsibility every night when I sleep. I know that I have to wake up and I have to look into these things. I have to look into saving lives, most importantly. And that's something which kind of pushes me to, work harder and harder.
And amid all this, how do you take care of yourself and your mental health?
I think my mama takes care of me. But as far as mental health is concerned, I am generally a positive person, and it gets a little difficult sometimes to hold on to that positivity. Especially in this pandemic, there were so many people who I was trying to help, and the situation is such, the crisis is such that sometimes even after trying your best to help the person out, you just cannot fulfill the purpose, and that kind of disappoints one. But then you have another case, then you have another person who's in need, and then you have to stand up again. So I think that is keeping me motivated.
Mm-hmm. So let's rewind a little bit. At your tender age of 7, during the Kargil War, you were singing for raising funds. And, as a 7-year-old, most of us don't know how to process things happening in our surroundings. So what was the thought process of that 7-year-old Palak?
I remember my mama would recite paper to me, newspaper, and I was, I think, younger when I did the Kargil thing. And she told me that a lot of people are coming forward to collect funds for these soldiers. And I just told her that, I also want to do something like that. By then I had discovered my talent of singing. Okay. So that was the only thing I had. I had no money. Like, what do you expect a 6-year-old to have? So I decided to go to the shops around my house, and I would tell the shopkeeper uncle that I would sing Every Watan Ki Logo for you, and please, donate something for the cause. Okay. And by doing that, I managed to collect 25,000 rupees, and which was a huge, huge amount. So that brought in a sense of maybe a realization that singing, which I received as a gift from God, because I'm a Marwari and nobody in my family, sang or was in music at all.
Okay.
So I thought that this gift is not just meant to be a career or a hobby, but it's a power through which you can actually save somebody's life. We have a guest here. So yeah, I think that realization came in very, very soon, and I was fortunate enough to have translated that realization into action.
So, you started out at a time when there was no social media, not enough trend for reality shows, and even creating awareness through stage shows, raising money. So, how challenging was it for you to put yourself out there and, get that right audience?
I actually didn't plan anything. In fact, the first concert that I did for heart patient, the first patient that had come to me, I literally performed on a cart road and a thela gadi. The trolley it is called. I don't know the technical term for it. But I just started thinking, making that trolley a stage along with my brother. And I thought कि हम 3-4 जगह ऐसे गाएंगे और इतने पैसे इकट्ठे हो जाएंगे. But in this so-called फर्स्ट कॉन्सर्ट इटसेल्फ जितनी पैसों की जरूरत थी वो कलेक्ट हो गए 55,000 rupees and that made me believe one thing that in one thing that when you want to help somebody, I think you don't need any resource, you don't need even money, you just need intention and
That
रास्ते
part.
अपने आप बनते जाएंगे.
Yeah, जो होगा हो ही जाएगा. Like if you do something with a good heart. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, tell us more about the hospital. Last month, I read about you setting up an hospital for the underprivileged.
It's always been my dream to open a hospital where people can get treatment free of the cost, because I have been associated with many hospitals through the years because of my mission of helping patients. So a lot of hospitals have been giving me concessions like 51% of discount, 33% of discount, which is great. And I'm very, very grateful to all the hospitals and all the doctors. At the same time, I always wish that, काश कोई ऐसा platform हो, ऐसा hospital हो जहाँ पे free of the cost treatment हो सके. So that was always a dream, but I'm really happy that dream is kind of taking the shape of reality now. And the planning work has already started. I'm speaking to the management team and the engineers, and we're discussing the architect and architecture and the whole plan out. So I think we'll have a concrete shape soon.
I wish you all the best for that.
Thank you.
So now coming to the music part, I love the song Kiya Hai Tune. It's such a beautiful number and your voice is so magical. It's been 5 to 6 days now. So, what are people telling you? How has the response been?
The response been lovely, and I think I've sung some incredible melodies for Amal Malik, and wherever our collaboration has come out, it's always loved by people, and I'm really happy that it has happened yet again. And I personally love the song a lot, and I'm really happy that people are also liking it as much.
The singer and their voice plays a major role in keeping a song alive. And all of your songs are still so fresh and they are so lively till date. So, I want to know, what is your creative process when you approach a piece?
My creative approach actually depends on the song that I get. And I usually try to get to know about the character and the story and the person, the actor on which the song will be picturized. It's very, very important for me to get into the character of the song. Then I just try to sing with all my heart. And sometimes I get so attached that I end up crying while recording it, because I get very, very emotionally involved in the song. That's my creative process is very, very emotion oriented.
So throughout the years, what has been your biggest takeaway from this industry?
I think my journey has been like a dream, honestly, because I came to Mumbai with a dream of becoming a playback singer. And I thought that one day, maybe, after years of struggle, I'd get to sing one song in one film, hopefully. But I was so lucky that I got to sing with so many amazing people. was such amazing project in such a short span of time. So many songs. I never thought of it to happen. And I truly, truly feel that it's all because of the blessings of those kids and the families I've been working for, because there's so many people who work harder than me. There's so many singers who sing better than me. But the kind of magical things that have happened in my life, it's only blessings.
So, you had earlier shared Salman Khan had played a major role in crafting and helping you out in your career.
Salman sir has been a very, very big source of guidance for me in my journey, and he's always guided me like throughout. I got my first break because of him. He was the first person I met with after coming to Mumbai, and as soon as I met, he told me that you're soon going to sing for my film, and he made it happen. Not only one film, he recommended my name to different music composers who he made me sing in many of his films. Apart from that, he also contributed for 100 surgeries in my waiting list. So he's played a major role in my career. And I think that my journey would have been a little more difficult, or maybe difficult, if he wouldn't be there. And one thing that I've learned from him the most is so whenever I get an award, I usually meet him and I show him the award, and he always tells me, "Okay, ab aage kya?" So he's like, "Abhi award to mil gaya, iske aage kya?" So he always encourages me to think ahead and always keep moving and not get satisfied with the success, or just let it get into my head. So yeah, that's amazing.
That's a sweet thought. So, many small town kids and aspiring singers are looking up to you. They are looking up to your work. So, one message for them.
For singers, the message would be this: that don't compromise on your riyaz. It's very, very important. I still do it very, very religiously every single day. There's no shortcut to that. Be determined, be focused. Also keep a plan B. I mean, be completely 100% dedicated to this dream. At the same time, don't miss out on your education, because education is very, very important. I myself am pursuing a PhD now after completing my master's. So I think education is very important. Complete that. And yes, just completely surrender yourself to your dream. And for people who are inspired by my work, I would like to tell them, no matter what you do, if you're a singer or a dancer or a doctor or a teacher, just try to contribute your bit to the society, because I think no matter how much we achieve, no matter how much we earn, the biggest satisfaction, the greatest happiness that we can experience is only by giving to the society. So do your bit.
On a closing note, could you sing one of your favorite songs?
Okay, what song you want me to sing?
Any of your favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll sing the latest one.
हाँ चलेगा.
क्या किया है तूने, क्या किया है तूने, क्या किया है तूने मेरे यार, जो जीने लगी हो फिर से, खोने लगी हो खुद से, क्या किया है तूने मेरे यार, हाँ हाँ हाँ